Welcome to our QR video sequence. I am the owner here and one of the lead developers of this product. Hopefully we're going to teach you a little bit about building with a woody log building system. We appreciate you watching, and hopefully you're going to learn something about building your dream log cabin. So I just got done telling you that this is 3, this is 7, that's 10. I know that this opening's 48. So if I subtract 10 from 48, what do I have? I have 38, the rough opening that I need for a standard door. So that's why these dimensions work that way. The hinge side we keep tighter to the vertical log because that's where all the force is. The door's hanging on those hinges. You may want to run longer screws through the hinge actually into the log. If you put a real heavy front door on here, this will hold it. So I did show you this groove. That's going to go to the inside of the building. So now where are we going to position it in this opening? And basically it gets positioned right top to the flashing. It's going to bump into the foam. And now Al is going to screw this in. We're going to put a screw on the bottom first. And you have 6-inch screws. Timber screws are going to allow you to do that. So I'm just going to have him put one in there, and he's going to line that up with the outside of the groove that we put in there to put the, see the groove there? That's what we have for the normal grate stuff. We're using that as our alignment, starting alignment point. And notice that I've lifted this up off the floor. It doesn't go directly on the floor. We'll talk about that here in a second why. So he started that. Now what we want to do is be sure that this is plumb. In other words, again, up and down, it's plumb with the outside. And we know it's going to be plumb because we're lining it up with this groove. We know that this is log, so we know that the door frame is plumb. So Al is going to screw this in, and we're going to keep the screws in about the center, and we're going to put at least 4 in there. So we'll align this up on the top. He'll get a screw started, then we can kind of shift it around if we have to. Okay, we'll put at least 2 more in there. Remember, this is the hinge side. And so it's the one that takes the most force. These headlock screws do a real good job of tightening stuff up real good. If you think you want to put a couple extra in, you know, feel free to do that. Now that seal we put in there takes that jamb extension and tightens it right against the log, and now we have a seal in there, so we're not worried about air infiltration at that. You've heard me talk about air infiltration a lot. You'll continue to hear me talk about that. I need to keep the air from going in here. We know that the log work won't, but all of these other things could cause it if we don't install them properly. So now we're ready to put the latch side in. Latch meaning this is going to be the doorknob side. Okay, this is a 7-inch. This is pre-drilled for electrical. So the electrician can bring a wire up from the bottom that we will show you in the electrical QR set of instructions. But it's already set up for him to feed wires into switching, outside lights, inside lights. When you walk in the door, you can flick a switch. It's all set up to do that. So we're going to position this in the same place as far as front and back, although this we're going to use some 10-inch screws. So Al's going to get a screw started. There is a hole on this. That should go down. The reason is, and I'll show you that in a second, or in the electrical thing, that could catch up with the electric on the inside. So that hole, Al did point that out to me properly, that hole goes down and against the actual vertical log, okay? So we'll let Al get a screw or something started here before we fight it too much. This we want to put 2 screws in, and we want to put 8 screws in here. We put them right near the block. Sometimes you might want to pre-drill this, but once you get the hang of these big screws, you'll figure it out. You need to get out of the way, Matt, a little bit. There you go. So, okay, just get her started. Now I'm going to lift this up into place. Again, this gets aligned with the outside of the great stuff slot. So Al will bury this in. Okay, now you saw that twisted a little. When we put the other screw in the other side, it'll twist right back where it's supposed to be. So let's put another one down there. I've got this lined up above. Okay, now maybe you notice it's sort of twisted back nice and straight now. Now he's going to put another set here, another set here, another set here. This is where your latch is going to be. So that's why we leave that area kind of open. Above it normally is your light switch. That's why these blocks are put where they are. So it's nice and easy for the electrician. Again, it's set up to be left or right. So Al will finish up fastening this. Okay, now that got twisted up a little. He's going to put this another one in, pull it out. So that's a good thing to show what not to do. Sometimes another guy can kind of help hold that screw straight. Okay, that screw is going to walk away from where we want it to be. Now he'll pull that out and actually start it in a different hole. Yeah, challenge with this is really a good lesson. The challenge with the timber lock screw is because the threads are just on the end, they're hard to get out, so you gotta get a hammer behind it until the threads catch again, then they'll come out of there. Okay, so now we'll just put it in and make sure we're aligned there. Again, another set of hands kind of helps with that. Now we'll get another set here and then another set there. Again, this system gets you very, very rigid. So now we got the back frame door kit in, the latch side, hinge side. This door is going to swing in against this closet wall, so that is going to be our hinge side. Again, very, very rigid. The last piece that goes in now is our top piece. And that's this here. This also has an electric wire groove on it. Again, we're getting electric, but this goes to the inside and down, inside and down. Now, this should be 38 inches long because I just told you that a door is 38 inches wide for a rough opening. So we'll put this up, kind of pop it up into place. Well, the other side. We want this good and tight. Now what you're seeing here is the foam being more compressed. So that's what Al's doing, is compressing the foam either side, which actually shrunk that opening a little bit. So that's absolutely perfect the way that went in. Now you have an opening. He's going to screw this off with a couple 3/6-inch screws. You have an opening ready for a door. But before you put the door in, we're going to put a 3/4 pine board on here that comes with the kit. Okay, 3/4 and 3/4 equal 1.5 inches. Now this math will make sense to you. This is 3 inches wide. A normal jamb or frame width is 4.5 inches wide, 4 5/8 inches wide. So I want to make the inside and outside of this whole thing be exactly the width of the door frame. And the reason I want to do that is because the trim will fit. So if we take 3 inches plus 3/4 plus 3/4, that's 3 3/4 plus 3/4 is 4.5. And that is the jamb width, frame width of a standard door. So that's why we do that. You won't have to do any other cutting. The door will just pop in here. One thing I wanted to show, I did show you that this is up off the floor. That is correct. That's the correct way to do it. It allows our wiring to come up underneath. So the door frame kit is installed. We're ready to move on to the next step. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've been entertained a little bit. Hopefully you've learned a little bit about the woody log building system. The reality is anybody can do it. We've given you a little bit of a helping hand through our QR series and our initiative. If you have any further questions, contact us at the information listed.